You've been captain for most of the season. I mean, what does that mean to you? That must be a proud achievement.
Yeah, of course. I think it's a really proud achievement. But you know, to be the captain, if you want to be happy in the end, you have to leave the trophy, because you can be a good or the bad captain. For me, is when you win trophy. Yeah, of course, I've been captain last year, 2 years ago, sometimes, but this year, yeah, I've been captain the most time of the season, and it's just a privilege. It's just an honor, and you have to. You got a lot of responsibility. It's a lot of pressure, because when the team don't win, you feel for yourself it's maybe your fault. You can help, you know, all your teammates or do something better for the team. But it's the responsibility I like to have it, and I'm very proud. All my teammates and the coach give me this opportunity, and now I have just to do my best.
In defence, though, there's been some new faces this season, and some old faces left. You've Edwin left in the summer, Wes Brown, John O'Shea. How big a step is that to lose, you know, 3 key senior players?
It's a big step. It's really difficult. That's why I think, you know, people have to understand. This year, you know, we talk about the defense, but we changed so many times, and you talk about a lot of experienced players. Everything was new, and you're still there, still fighting for winning this league. You know, it's just, I think it's just the Man United way, because with the spirit, we can do everything.
Johnny Evans has really risen this season, hasn't he?
Of course. I think we have to give him a lot of credit. It was a little bit difficult in the start of the season, and but after that, you know, to replace a player like Nemanja Vidic, and it's just you have just to keep going, and you know, you just have to say the boss believe in him, and he was not wrong to believe in him, and everyone believe in him like we believe in Nemanja Vidic, and it's just good for Manchester United, because after Johnny Evans and Vida will come back, and the boss will have a lot of choice for the centre back as well.
David De Gea had his critics, but he's responded, hasn't he? I mean, the saves at Chelsea in the last minute.
You know, David, he remember me a little bit when I started for Manchester United. My first 6 months was really difficult. I come here in January, and everything was different. And I remember I played my first game against City, and we lost 3-2, and the boss took me out after 45 minutes. It was my first game, and after that, it was really difficult for me. And I said to David every day, don't worry, because people want to see every position the best player in the world. That's why they criticize you. That's why they want you to maybe to wake up. And he just show, he's still young, but he just show his character, his personality. And I think that's the boss is looking forward. Sometimes the boss looking forward more about the personality and the character than the talent and the skill.
Danny Welbeck, he's made a great...
He going loan in Sunderland, he come back stronger, and you can see now the way he play, you feel like he's really a Man United player, you know, for many long time ago. But then you have just to keep going and just think, you know, when you play for Manchester United, to win one league in 3 years is not enough. You have to win every year. Every year you have to show. That's why I say to Danny, you have to keep going. This is just the beginning. For me, it's really easy, you know, to start well, but to stay on the top of the pyramid, you know, that's the most difficult, to stay on the top of the pyramid.
Just a couple of other young players. You've got the Silver Boys, and you've got Chris Smalling also, and Phil Jones. Do you see great potential there?
Yeah, of course. But, you know, to learn, they have to win. They have to know. This is the most important things, I think, when you come from Manchester, is you have to have the culture of winning game, you know. You have to improve every game, but you have to got the spirit, like every time when is the big moment, the key moment, you have to win that game for win the league, for example, is there that young player, they have to be ready. If they are ready there, they have a bright future for Manchester United.
Paul Scholes came out of retirement. Is he the same Paul Scholes or a better Paul Scholes? What's he like?
He's just the best. What you have to say for Paul Scholes, you know, I think he was a big boost when I saw his shirt before the Manchester City game, because no one was knowing he was playing. You know, I remember I was in the dressing room, and he came in the hotel with us, but he was with the suit. You know, he was like in the table eating with the staff, and you know, He said, yeah, I swear. I said, okay. And when Albert, come with all the shirt, and he gave to Scholes, everyone screamed on the dressing room. And I said, oh, Scholes. We were so happy, and he lifted the team, and he was a boost. And that's why I think the first half we win 3-0, but after the second half it was more difficult for us. But, it's just kind of player, they are the history of the club, him, Ryan Giggs, player like that, when you play with them, you are just proud, to play with that kind of player.
You mentioned Europe. Was that just a blip? Was that down to a few too many inexperienced players? Or?
We have to be honest with ourselves. I think we've been the last 3-4 years every time in the final or semi-final, and we just think maybe this year, only with the name, with the Man United name, we're gonna go through easily because the group was not a tough group. And we already think maybe we already qualified. And the football, if you don't work hard in the pitch, you will never get the result. And I think that's what we forget in Europe. And we deserve to go out of this Champions League because we didn't play well. We didn't play like the way we play in the league. We didn't fight until the last minute. But why? Because we just think it will be easy.
But it won't happen next year.
If it happens next year, I think Sir Alex Ferguson will sack everyone.
The game at Chelsea
is the one we can say, I never think going to Stamford Bridge and losing 3-0 down and get back 3-3. It just shows our personality, our character we got. We never think it's going to be the end of the game until the referee gives the whistle. That's why we have to remember that kind of game we have already done.
Finally, Sir Alex, 25 years as manager. What's your tribute to him?
I think he even win the trophy. He doesn't exist. No, it's just him. That's the culture of the winning mentality. When I look at him, I just saw that. I just saw a man. He just want to win everything. But the best part of the boss is still a young guys, and that is really funny. When I say that, but the way he celebrates when we score a goal or when we win the league or things like that, and I don't see him stopping because he just wants to win every second on his life, and he just give you that. It's a big gift for every player there to have this winning mentality. But where he come from? He from Sir Alex Ferguson.